So, as we were saying, ball position was a little bit too far forward, as we said, therefore you were catching it a little bit late in the swing. You hit the ball a little bit after where you wanted to, therefore catching on the bottom end of the club towards the toe, and therefore could open the club up and obviously go off to the right there. This is before, this is the after. You can see on the after one now, having the clubs on the ground has certainly helped get that position back to where it needs to be, just sort of inside your left chest there, sort of where you want to go. So we extend that through there. That's kind of where the ball position would want to be. Okay. If we watch this here now, before we actually go to swing, this is your setup before. Okay. Now I want to see how many times you look that way before the swing is hit. Okay. So we'll sort of slow it down a little bit. Don't forget this swing in as I'm about to start with. Just look at this one. Okay. So checking your grip. Okay. Checking your grip. Checking your grip. That's fine. Haven't looked at the target yet. Checking your grip still. Waggle. Haven't looked at, oh, there you go. So 30 seconds went by and you never once looked at the flag. Okay. So we want to try and get in that time frame there. It should be at least 4 or 5 looks to target. Okay. Going back to the swings as we said. This on the left hand side when the ball was a little bit too far forward. There would be your impact kind of there, where the ball would want to be. So that's your impact there, because the club's not striking the ball in this case. Whereas this one here now, and we do swing it, okay, as we come back down, we're coming back to the same position, and the ball now is there. So we're just striking the ball at the right time, rather than it being a little bit late, because you're now striking it a little bit later, slightly lower ball flux that we're catching. We're catching it more towards this part of the golf club, okay? As the club sort of works around and up, the ball is further down this line, we're going to be catching it more in that corner bit there. So I'll deflect the club face open for 1, weaken the contact for 2, okay? And if you really go extreme, we could catch the bottom part and then we just top it, okay? So making sure that ball back is just a little bit further back. As we say, when you move back this far, okay? Now, even though that is your main focus, don't do it first in the sequence of setup, okay? As we said before, if we go back to setup here now, it wouldn't need to be this long really, but club down behind the golf ball, ideally with the feet together, then we grip it with our hands. Once you get your hands set, then you would look at the target, just make sure the target is there. Then you set your feet, get yourself comfortable with your feet, then look at target again, and then we swing. So at least 2, if not 3 or 4 looks towards where the flag is. So you become aware of where you want that ball to go, rather than just sort of hitting it and going, oh, where did it go? Okay, that was a good strike. Or, oh, that was another good one. I didn't see that one, I'll have another one. Because if we just get in the sort of habit of just hitting golf balls, it'd be the same way, I suppose, in someone's like at football training, going into a big field and just kicking the ball as far as you could. That's very similar to how a lot of people practice. If we had a sort of football training session, they'd be kicking the ball towards goals, or towards people, or towards someone to target to, okay? Not just whacking, oh, I kicked that ball 40 yards, well, great. The person's 10 yards away, you've gone 30 yards over their head, haven't you? So it's trying to make sure we get it as specific. So always wear a target. If you want to put those clubs down there to help you, what I would suggest is put them down perhaps for the first 10 or 15 shots, then take them away and see if you can do it without the help. So it's on the golf course, and the luxury of the help on the golf course. You can't put clubs on the ground on the golf course. So you need to learn to set up without the help, and if needs be, set up to where you think, and then put the club on and check. See how good you've got it. So you practice setup really. Because if we can get a consistent setup, the swing stays the majority the same, we'll get a consistency of shots and ball flight. But if you've got 10 different setups, from 4 or 5 different setups, then we can get some variation in the shot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good man.